Hello and welcome to Lightning Component Development Session Day 19. This is Amit and today's agenda is to learn about the exciting feature of Lightning Component, that is Lightning Out, and we will see how we can use the component in our VAPS with the help of Lightning Out. And then for the lab work, we need to complete the cart item component that we were working on the previous session. We will be adding the proceed to checkout button. We'll be also adding a new button that will be continue shopping on the same cart item component, and then we will be modifying the cart information component to show the existing cart items if users have any. So let's go ahead and start working with the lightning out. So what is the lightning out and what is the need of lightning out there in the lightning component? So lightning out is a mechanism by which we can take our lightning component out to any external site, and that works as a bridge to the surface the lightning component to any other remote web controller. That means if we wanted to take our lightning component inside outside of Salesforce, let's say that using an application that is completely built on Node.js or an application that is hosted on Heroku, so we can use this lightning out to take that component out of the Salesforce environment. So what are the lightning out dependencies? So whenever we are running any application, any lightning application, it loads their component, what all the components are there inside that application, so that we can use those application whenever we are using the lightning application. So let me show you what are the dependencies. So let me open the application. And dependencies are nothing of all the components that we are using inside the lightning component, inside the lightning application. Those are all the dependencies. So as you can see, this is the these all are we are using this my first component, percentage calculator, attribute example calculator, utility. So all these components are the dependencies. We can use these components while we are taking our component to the external site. And then we have the sample application. So if you wanted to use our component inside a VPS or inside any third-party application, we need to extend and that is ltnz out app, so that we can use this, and then we need to define the dependency either using aura dependency tag or using the tag that we are using c lightning layout, whatever we wanted to use over there. No problem, no, you can use any of the tag. So here you can see that we are only, this is just a sample, so we are just only displaying defining only one dependency under sample application. Okay, so how the initialization of lightning components takes place inside a lightning component app. So we use basically use two concepts. One is $lightning.use, which takes 4 parameters: the name of the application, say that c app name, and then the callback function takes no argument. Inside that callback function we use lightning.create component. Inside that lightning.create component we will be calling our lightning component that we wanted to create. And then lightning endpoint URI, and this endpoint URI is basically the endpoint URI of our community if we are using this component outside our Salesforce environment. If you are using the component inside Salesforce environment, say that VFS, we don't need to provide this lightning endpoint URI. And then auth access token is a valid access token or session ID for a particular user. So this is these are the components that a lightning.create component uses. First, the component name, the name of the component with the namespace, where C is the default namespace, and then name of component. What are all the attributes if you wanted to pass from a VFS to the lightning. And then the DOM locator. DOM locator is nothing, it's the ID of a division. And then in this ID, this is basically the third point, is basically for responsible for creating all the components on a division. And then the callback function. Inside the callback function, we can check if the particular component has been created. We can also send the values from here using the same concept, that is component.set. So this is the simple syntax for the complete application. We use the JavaScript inside a VA page or a JavaScript inside any our external application like Node.js. Um, so here you can see we are using lightning.use, a simple application. Here the comments are also available. Name of lightning app. The callback function, it's taking no arguments, but inside that we are using lightning.create component, and then inside that we are using a name lightning component name. We are not passing any parameters. The DOM locator means the ID of the division or any paragraph tag, and then the callback function of create component. We can use the callback function as well here, and then the lightning endpoint URI that we wanted to, and then here we have a we are closing the application. So let's do it. We will be creating a new lightning. We already have a lightning layout component, so inside the lightning layout component, what we will do, we will open this lightning layout component, and we will add a attribute here, or a column attribute name equal to, say that, greeting, type equal to string. Okay, so let's say it's attribute, default it at I'm in lightning. Okay, so let's go ahead to the application, and inside that application what we'll be doing, we'll be previewing it and to see the, okay, we are not using that lightning layout attribute that we created, so we need to open that again, use this greeting, and here on the header we will be just displaying that. So let's go ahead, refresh this, and here on the header section we will be see that I'm in lightning. So now what we'll do, we will use the same component inside our VA page, and then from the VA page we will be passing that I'm in VA page, and we'll see if we are able to pass the value and create the component as well. So let's go ahead, switch back to the classic for a moment, create a new VA page. We will say that here lightning out demo. So here what we need to do, first we need to include an dependency, that is include lightning, so that we can get all the lightning dependency to whatever that component requires. And then we will be creating a DOM locator. We will say that ID, and here we will say lightning, and we will be closing this, and then we will be creating a script, and inside that script we are going to use $lightning.use. So let's close it. First it will take the name of application, and then it will take callback function, open this. So here, as we are using this component inside the VA page, we don't need to provide the lightning URI, that we can provide over here, and we also don't need to provide the access token, the auth access token. So let's go ahead, remove this, and inside that we need to use lightning dot create component c is small, and another c is, okay, so this create components, okay, let's go back. Okay, this create components take 4 parameters. First one is the component name, second one is attribute, third one is the DOM locator, and the fourth one is the callback function. So what we are going to do, we need to use our application here. So we are going to use c dot lightning application, and then we will be using here, oops, this is the application, not the component. So let's go see that lightning application, go to the application, copy the layout, and then go to the web page, copy this. We need to provide the ID of this here, and then inside that we can use, and we will pass m from vpage, m in vpage instead of. So what is the name of the component, variable is greeting. We will be putting inside the greeting, and inside that component we can also put test. So now if you click on preview, we will not be able to see the component. What is the reason? The reason is that inside this application we need to extend the lightning out dependency, and that is, instead of force colon SLDS, the dependency is lightning LTNC colon out app. So now if we will go, now this application will not be able to see the any kind of information. You will see only loading. So let's go ahead to the web page, and then inside that web page see if you are able to see any output or not. If you are not able to get any output or the result of the component, we will see the error here on the web page, but you can see we are getting the test. That means we are successfully able to create the component. Here you can see the same component, and the value also we can see the value is m from web page. Now let's do one thing here inside that alert replace. I'm going to try one thing, that is v dot variable name, and then I'm going to pass m from callback function, and we will see, let's see what variable we are, like what output we are getting. Either we are getting m in web page or m from callback function. So here it is asking for translate page 1, I'm in f, what that is so original, I'm in web page. Okay, so if I remove this and then save again, let's see what information, what message we are able to get. I'm in lightning. Why? Because we are not able to set the value using this component here. Okay, the value was different. Now let's save this and see if you are able to get the value. Yep, you can see we are able to set the value from here. Now let's go ahead, Control Z. Now again do that, the same thing, and we'll see either we are getting this value or this value. I believe that we will be able to get this value on the component. Why? Because this callback function will be called after the component has been successfully created. Yep, you can see we are able to get the value from the callback. So this is a sample example, this is a simple example that we can use, how we can use our lightning component inside a web page with the help of lightning out dependency. And we can also pass the parameters if you wanted to. So let's say that we have a lightning component that we are able to seeing, and that lightning component using as a detail page of any record, or we on the click of any button we are opening a component that is responsible for taking the ID of that current record and manipulating or performing some operation, then displaying the values according to that. And we wanted to use that component on both VA page and Lightning and Classic side. So in Classic, as we don't know that we cannot call component, but with the help of VA page we can do that. We can call a component inside a VA page, and then inside VA page we can we can just get the record ID and then pass that. So let me show you how we can do that if we use if we pass that record ID. So here we can use, as we know, okay, so let's here, as we know, we can use we can get the record ID like opportunity dot ID. This is how we get the variables in the JavaScript. I'll also alert it to make sure that we are getting the ID of opportunity over here. Okay, so let's save it. Open this VA page, and inside the VA page we will be passing the value for this ID of this opportunity. So let's go ahead and pass ID equal to this, and we'll see what we are able to get. Nope, we are getting some errors. We are not able to. Okay, here we need to extended controller at opportunity. Now it will be saved. The VA page will be saved, and if this VA page will be saved, we will be able to see what the output we are getting here. So let the page be refreshed, and we'll also see an alert message, as we are using the alert message here inside the callback function. And then we will see if you are able to get the ID first, because we are not getting any ID in the parameters inside in the URL. I don't think we will be able to get any ID over here on the VA page. And then what we'll do, you can see the value is blank, we are not getting anything. Now let's say that we are passing the ID here, so we will be passing the ID for that opportunity. Hitting the enter, we can see we are able to get the ID, and then we can also get the ID. So this is how we can pass the record ID for a particular record from a VA page to the Lightning component. And if you wanted to pass any kind of data like a string, value, whatever we wanted to pass the value, we can pass from the VA page to the Lightning component with the help of Lightning layout. So if you say that what is the use of this, as I already told you an example, I'll also tell you another example is this Lightning out. Let's say that I have a database that I'm using, our company is using from since last 10 or 12 years, and then they just wanted to use the Salesforce for their newly upcoming data, not for the existing data. So there are two options. The option one is either they can create a brand new VA page or a brand new HTML page and then expose the API with the help of Apex REST, and then give that API to the user or to the third-party developer to consume that API, send the data in the form of whatever they want here, so that they can parse and get the response and then manipulate the data, insert the data into the Salesforce. The second option is they can develop a Lightning component, expose that component to the community. That's it. They don't need to do anything else. The user is going to the fill or going to view that component application. They can fill the information whatever they want, and then the data will be populated over here in the Salesforce with the help of Lightning component and its controller, that will be server side or client side itself. And then on the lab work, we need to complete the cart item, checkout, shopping, and cart information. So let's go ahead and complete this work. First what we'll do, we'll close these unused items that we are not going to use. So Lightning layout, CSS. Okay, so first let's go to the cart detail. So inside the cart detail, what we did okay, let's switch back to the Lightning. So inside the cart detail, what we did, we stored the information of the cart with the help of this cart item. So now what we did, we go to the cart item, we use the grid so that we can display the name and the beer name with the help of whatever the information we are getting from the controllers, from the cart detail component. And then we can also show the price of that formatted number, whatever the price is there, and then we can show the quantity and the input so that we can also, the user can change the quantity, and then a button that will be responsible for deleting the cart item. So let's go ahead first and see how this looks like. So if I click on this cart, because I'm the login user and I already have some cart items added in the system, so you can see, so okay, yeah, you can also see logo here, image here, that is beer explorer. So what is there, this is coming from a static resource, and that I will share all the images, all the static resource with you so that you can use. And then you can also see the name of the beer, whatever the item we have added, what is the price is coming with the help of the quantity, and then a delete button. So these are 8 items under my cart. So let's go and verify if we have 8 items under the cart or not. And you can see 3 4 1 1 1 1 1. So we are yesterday we already saw that how we can how we are handling the problem, how we are handling the case of if the user is adding the same beer as a multiple times. So we are already handling, you can see 8 items are here. Okay, so we are great here. So to show these price and quantity, so that we don't need to display the price and quantity for each and every row, for each and every item, what we did here in the cart detail, we use the same SLDS grid as we are displaying the 4 things: the name, price, quantity, and then the delete button. So the same thing you can see here, we are displaying 4 things with the SLDS size of 1 of 4. The same thing we did without displaying any information, we are just displaying the price and the quantity. And then after this, or if we are using, okay, and then you can also see, if you go, you can see continue, that is continue shopping, this is proceed checkout button. You can also see here there's also, so these two buttons are same for both the functionality of these two buttons on this, all buttons are same. So let's go here on the cart item. Okay, so we are here in the cart detail itself. You can see that we are adding a new item, that is 3. So if you see, this is the right bar, we are also showing the frequently purchased, and then we are showing the subtotal of whatever the items are added here. So we are showing the subtotal, and then we are also showing the continue and proceed to checkout button. So here we are checking if the cart item list length is greater than 0. We are showing that subtotal, cart item list length, and item, and then subtotal is this is the subtotal that we are holding in a variable that is called a subtotal. So if you go to the controller, and here you can see, whenever we are getting the value from the Salesforce, what we are doing, we are pushing into the item the result, the cart item. The next what we did added the subtotal, what was the total amount for that particular cart in a variable that is subtotal, and then we put that subtotal here. So we are using if and else. So let me tell you why. First we are checking if subtotal, like there is some value on subtotal, then add that subtotal on the total amount that will be equivalent to subtotal. Otherwise, if this is the first time that is coming on the first row, for the 0th row we are going the subtotal as a total amount. So this will be looping through for more and more items. That's why the trick is here for if and else. So and then okay, you can see this is the concept of frequently purchased. And if you want to see the button that are showing here under the list of our cart items that are here on the button group, the same is the method name is same for both. You can see the method name is same. Here you will also see the method name is same. So as if user wanted to click on here or user wanted to click here, user can use any button as per their convenience. So now what we need to do, we need to implement the functionality of detail. Whenever user is clicking on delete, this particular cart item should be deleted from the Salesforce, deleted from the object that we did here. So let's go ahead and find this icon here. So go to the cart item. This is the icon, and inside that icon on the title we are sending the cart item ID. And as this is, we are using under a anchor tag, calling a method that is delete cart ID, and inside delete cart ID we are getting the current target ID, and then we are alerting that ID. So here we will get the cart item ID. Now what we need to do, inside this cart detail RO services, we need to create a new method that will be responsible for deleting. So let's say that RI enabled public static void, you can say that delete cart item, and then a string cart ID, and then we can just use database method to delete database dot delete, and then we can pass the ID. Sorry, it will be cart item ID. So let me item. So here why we are using database dot delete method, so that we don't need to query this record that is here in the system and then delete that record. So just use database dot delete and pass the ID of database dot delete. So now we will call this method from a cart item controller, that is this one. So let's create the action. This sorry, it will be component dot get C as an action provider, and then method name action dot set params, and inside that set params we will be setting the cart item ID, and then action dot callback function. It will be taking this a callback function with a parameter that is response, and then send the request to the server. Enqueue action. Okay, res response. Okay, so here what we need to do, we need to just send this. Okay, event source is, let's say that cart item ID, go to the class, find the variable name, okay, and then here you can see where state equal to response dot get state success. We are going to alert this state. Okay, so let's go ahead to the component, refresh this page, and we will be trying to delete one or more component. So let's say that delete this $2000 record. Why nothing is happening? because what we need to do, we need to use this controller as a controller of our cart item component. Okay, so we are also going to put the alert over here to see that if component JavaScript method has been called or not. So refresh this. Okay, and delete this ID. Now we are not getting the alert. Okay, so we might be getting some error over there. You can also, but we must see the error. Okay, we must see the state. So what's the reason is that? I'll tell you what is the reason. If I change the method name, delete cart item to delete item, and go to the controllers, change this delete item. Now let's refresh this. Delete. You can see success, and you will not be able to get this cart item again. So let's, if you will refresh this, you can see that particular cart item has been deleted from this component. So why that was not working on the previous case whenever we are using? So if you control Z this, you will get the name of method is same for both JavaScript controller and then JavaScript helper. So it's a limitation on Salesforce side and Salesforce Lightning side that you cannot use the same method for a JavaScript controller, client-side controller and server-side controller. That was the same case on the previous session that we are not able to create cart items method. So if you go here, cart detail, sorry, on the cart info, under this controller you can see that we have a method that we are calling create cart items, and the same method we have here in create cart items. So this was the main reason that we are not able to make it working yesterday on the earlier session. So as it has been deleted, but you have noticed, you must have noticed that after deleting this particular page was not refreshing. So let's try to use $a dot get e dot force colon refresh view e dot force colon refresh view dot fire. Let's say let's try this. If this works, that's great. If doesn't, we will have another way that we will do. It should work because what it does refresh the complete page. So let me remove this. Success. Okay, we are getting the fire of undefined. Why we are getting the fire of undefined? It's a $a dot get e dot, it's a force. Now let's refresh this again. If you click on this edit button, success, it's refreshing and we are able to get the updated data URL. You can also see, okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, we are also getting. So now what we need to do, first we need to remove the alerts, whatever the alerts we are okay, here remove this, remove the state as well. Yep, so this is the deletion of cart item has also been done. So now next what we need to do, yep, we already implemented the continue button. So if you click on continue, this continue is same as we were saying whenever the cart was empty, and then we're clicking on the, we are going back to the beer explorer. So let me show you first this. On the cart detail we have a continue shopping button. On this that continue shopping, we are clicking on the home page, and then home page, where is that home page? Yep, on the home page we are navigating to the tab that is Bear Explorer with the help of Lightning navigation. So next what we need to do is we need to implement the functionality for proceed to checkout. Yep, we can also give one more thing here. We can give a link that have a coupon apply here. After clicking on that link, we will be enabling a new text field where user can enter a valid 15-digit coupon. So first let's go ahead implement that functionality over under here cart information as well. So as the length is greater than 0, we are already showing the button here. After that we can just put a simple BR tag, and then after let me put an hyperlink that will return nothing. So I'm going to put as javascript :void 0, and I'll write have a coupon. Oops, let it be outside here, and I'll apply here. So let's put one more thing here. On click C dot apply coupon. Go to the controller, create a new method that will be apply coupon. Okay, so here what we'll do, we will component.set v dot is coupon applied, it will be true. So as we are setting here value, we will be creating a new variable that will be a type of boolean. So aura colon attribute name is this, and then type will be boolean. Okay, and we will check this. Okay, first we'll use a paragraph here, and we will display this paragraph if only if the value for that attribute is true. So let's use the concept of aura colon if, and then display that component here. So what it will this paragraph will do? Okay, what is that be? Okay, it's here. Here we will show an input value, and we'll also show a button for apply. So let's go ahead and refresh this and see if you are able to see that apply button or not. Okay, you can see have a coupon apply here on this. Okay, see that. Oops, I think on the controller instead of V we are using C. So let's V, refresh it, and then if you click on apply here, you can see that true. So instead of true, we will go ahead and use the component library. That means for using the lightning input, we will see the input here, and we will say we will ask user to input their valid 15-digit number, and then in that inside that 15-digit number we will check if that value is valid or not. So let's go ahead here, input, it will be type of, yep, it will be type of text with a placeholder. So we are going to use this instead of true. Let's put it we will name it as 15 digit coupon number, 15 digit valid coupon number. And then we'll also show a lightning button, that will be lightning colon button. Level will be apply. So let's go ahead, refresh this again. Click on apply here. You can see 15 digit valid coupon number and an apply button. So on the click of apply button, we can just, you can say that variant as a brand. On click, we'll call C dot do apply coupon. Okay, so here what we'll get, we'll also use or ID or a colon ID coupon numbers. So we will get coupon number component dot find, as we know that we use always component dot find, and then get v dot value to get the value for coupon number. And then we are alerting here. So after that what we'll do, we will check if there is a valid coupon number, then call the action of the class to perform the things as well. So let's go ahead, come here, click on apply here. Let's say that I'm typing this apply, you can see we are getting the alert. Okay, so next thing what we need to do, first we will create another method that we already have, get coupon here with the help of name. But what we need to do, we need to get the aura enabled. We will, as because we also need to apply, we also need to update the cart with the new coupon. So this is why we need to create a new method that will be public static, and we will be returning the price of coupon, and we will say that check coupon string name. As of now just return null. So what we'll do, we will get a coupon here. Okay, where we are using coupon, we can say here 0, because we are going to return a list of coupon here. Coupon list equal to get coupon, and then we'll be passing the name of the coupon. And then what we'll do, okay, we'll also pass the cart ID. So let's say that string cart ID, then we will updating the cart. We say that cart underscore c equal to new cart underscore c, id equal to cart ID, and then we will check if if this is not equal to null and the size of the list is greater than 0, that means coupon is there, coupon is present there. That means we need to use coupon underscore, oops, then coupon list 0.id. okay, otherwise then we are going to return null. And then here we will update cart and we'll return coupon list 0.price. Let's save it and see if, yep, we are able to save. Now we will call this method from the cart item controller. Okay, not this one. So we will use where action equal to component.get c.text method name, set params, set the parameter, get the callback, and then send the request. To Salesforce. Okay, for the parameters we have two parameters, one is name, second is cart ID. So for the name we will be passing whatever the name is, and then for cart ID we will be getting the cart ID. Okay, so name is this, and then let's go ahead, create a parameter or a column, attribute name equal to cart ID, top equal to string, and then here first after getting the cart ID, component.set v.cart ID, set this cart ID and the variable, and then after that we will get that cart ID over here, and then use this cart ID over here. Okay, so here we will check for the state. Response.get state. I will check success or draft. And inside that we will get result data, response.get return value, and then alert this. Go ahead to the component, refresh the page, okay, click on have a coupon apply here. Let's say that I am just apply. You can see we are getting undefined. Okay, action is not defined. So why action is here, we need to use get instead of set. Here is this one is not defined. So we'll go ahead again, refresh the page, apply the coupon, apply here, ID, we are getting null, that means we are not getting the coupon. So what we are going to do, going to the coupon object, create a coupon here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 1 2 3 4 5, that means it's a 15 digit. Go ahead, create a new coupon for the $50. Oops, not $50, $5. Set the expiration date to 30th number, quantity let's say that 5. Save it. Okay, refresh this. As we do have the coupon now, we will be trying to get the coupon from here. Have a coupon, apply alert, you can see $5. So we are able to get. So let's what do next, remove this. So now if you go to the cart, that means the coupon has been updated to the cart. If you go to the cart, you will see the coupon, whatever the coupon has been no, coupon is not. Okay, why this is happening? Update cart, it should update. Let's refresh this. Okay, why we are not able to update? Because the relationship with master detail to update is from Apex. We need to go to setup, and then we need to change the setting of coupon object, not coupon on the cart item. So go to the cart, fields and relationship, find coupon, and then click on edit, and then here check child record can reparent it to other parent records. Let's save it. Now go back, click on apply. Okay, we are able to get 5. Get back to the cart and we will see. You can see now we are successfully able to update. We are also able to get the coupon discount as well over here on the cart. So you can see, and this is on the total amount we are not able to get. Why we are not able to get? Go to the cart, fields and relationship, that is a total amount. Here it's a roll-up summary, and then here item amount we will be using why it's not okay. We have one more field on the cart item, that is total amount, that is not coming over here. Okay, so let's go back to cart item, try to create a new field and see if you are able to see that field over here. Click on new, roll up summary field, next. Click on select some. Okay, we are not able to see here. Okay, no issue. What we'll do, we will see it on the later. As of now, let's do it. So here we are able to this. Now next thing what we need to do, if the coupon is successfully applied, change the value for this field as a false. Okay, no, not as a false. We need to show a value, and like that means, okay, not this. For this, remove this. We'll check if result data, that means coupon has been successfully applied, else coupon is not applied. So we can show a message that is coupon has been applied, or we can also display a message there is no valid coupon, or coupon is no longer valid. So we also did this. Yep. The next thing on the next tutorial, what we will do, we will implement the proceed checkout button, and then that's it. We are done with the application that what we are doing. So thank you guys. I hope you have learned a great example of lightning out, and see how we can implement the other things and the remaining part of our application. I'll see you on this next session. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video.